Welcome up to the Thoughts of an Average Show, man. It's your boy Joe, man. Welcome back to another episode, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing great, man. It's today, Saturday. Just got off of work. I'm about to pod. I plan to be more consistent with my podding, so I'm gonna try to record once a weekend. Of course, I got graphic tees, Thoughts of an Average Show, just brought back Baby Daddy Chronicles, and I will be bringing back the Tailgate Talk podcast, the sports podcast. Of course, you know, Eagle season right around the corner. Sixers got LeBron, so it's gonna be some good times, man. Mental health check-in. My mental health is all right. Going through a shift. I'll talk about that maybe on a later episode, but yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long today, man. I'm gonna talk about something that drives me crazy. I hate it when you women say, "A real man does this, a real man does that." How do you know? Because you're not a man. So how do you know what a real man does? I'll wait. Crickets. I don't hear anything. That's what I thought. So we're gonna unpack this and we're gonna address this because it pisses me off when y'all say this. A real man, this, a real man. I just feel like you're trying to pass on your insecurities. So with no further ado, man, let's get into it. Who made the rule book? Who made the rule book about what a real man is supposed to do? I know it wasn't none of you hoes. So who made the rule book on what a real man is supposed to do? Can any one of y'all give me a definition of what a real man is supposed to do? A genuine definition, not of what you want him to do, not what you're trying to manipulate him to do, but what he is actually supposed to do. But once again, I'll wait. We all heard the phrase, a real man pays the bills, a real man protects, a real man communicates. But who created these standards? Are they universal or are they personal preferences? That's the key word. Are they universal standards or are they personal preferences? Is it just because that you want your man to pay the bills? And because he doesn't pay the bills, he's not a real man. Oh, well, my dad did it. That's what your dad's supposed to do. He's supposed to take care of you. He created you. You came from his nutsack. He created you. And I blame some of y'all daddies anyway, because he's telling you, oh, if he can't do what I do, then you don't need to be with him. Nigga, we're not doing what you do because you're obligated. That is your responsibility to provide for your daughter. I'm not obligated to provide for your entitled, selfish, bum-ass daughter. Once again, I'm not obligated to provide for your selfish, entitled, broke-ass daughter who won't even cook for me because she says she needs a ring on it, but she wants me to pay a fucking bill. You can't even talk to women these days without paying a bill. But I can't even get a home-cooked meal. You want me to play the role of a husband, but you can't even play the role of a wife. But yet you're trying to tell me what a real man is. You don't even know what a real woman's supposed to do. You don't even know how a wife is supposed to be treated. How a girlfriend's supposed to be preparing for a wife. But yet you know what a real man is supposed to do. Somebody please tell me. Somebody please. Please tell me. Where in the rule book is a real man supposed to do? And if you want to get biblical, somebody tell me in the Bible what a real man is supposed to do. Yes, God says husbands provide for your wife. Once again, God says husbands provide for your wife. Not no chick you met on Instagram. Not no chick you met at the mall. Not no girl you was dancing on in the club. Not even your girlfriend. Your wife. Now, if you want to start providing for your fiance, all right, cool, I understand. I can get that. I'm not going to say that. But when is it that all of a sudden first of all, you move in with a girlfriend, which I now have, done that. And I would say, I will rather wait until I'm married or engaged to live with the next woman. Right? Where does it say that I have to pay all the bills? Because we're not engaged. We're not married. So why is that a personal preference for you to where you get to make your life, what are you doing in return to make my life easier? And don't say pussy, because pussy is everywhere. If that's all I'm getting out of this, I might as well be fucking single. If all I'm getting is some cat and I gotta provide and pay for all your needs, it's not beneficial to me. And I think that's part of the problem now in this generation. Relationships are no longer a partnership. They are mainly a one-sided transaction, right? I was listening to a podcast, was giving Sarah something, and she was saying that like there isn't a lot of incentive for men to get married. Men used to provide because they knew they had a woman who would take care of them. These women nowadays want you to provide, but they ain't taking care of. They're not taking care of you. When I'm sick, you're not taking care of me. The good women are, but some of you hoes, like you said, you prostitution baddies, just want your bills paid, and you not taking care of the nigga, and then you wonder why the nigga's not leading, not providing, and not doing any provision, because you're not respecting him. You're not taking care of him. You're just an extra bill. And some women get delusional when they be like, oh, when I move in with a man, the only bills that really go up is like the light bill. No, everything's expensive. Yes, the rent stays the same. The light bill's going to go up. The grocery bill's going up. My car note stays the same. My insurance stays the same. My phone bill stays the same. But everything else is going up because women are expensive. They are expensive. Like, I really want to know who created these standards. And when did they become your personal preference? Because it's not a universal standard. It's not universal. It's not universal. Because if you go to a different culture, you may see women to go 50-50. And I'm not even saying 50-50 is a bad thing or 70-30, whatever works for your household. But the entitlement of these women, not all of them, some of them, this don't apply to you. Hey, don't let it, you know what I'm saying? Then just listen and just nod your head. To where they think that it is a man's responsibility to take care of you. To where they think that once we are together, it is your responsibility to take care of me. A real man provides. The last woman I was dealing with, she said, and I quote, I shouldn't have to tell you. If you know I need my hair done, my nails done, if you see them looking dusty, just give me the money for it. If you know that you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know I need help with a bill, just send me the money for it. And my response to that was, right, real logical, right? You're doing something, you want something that you don't do. You see my hair looking a mess. I could use a haircut. You're not just giving me money saying, hey, go get a haircut. You're not doing that. But yet you want me to do that for you. You're not saying that, hey, you're hungry. Hey, I made you some food. You're not doing that. But yet you want me to do that for you. You want me to pay a bill and you can't even fucking tell me when your car payment is due. I'm not about to just blindly send you money. You tell me when, if I'm talking to you, we're together, and you need help with some shit, tell me when shit is due. Because I'm a budgeter. I like to budget shit out. I need to see shit. I'm not going to send you money. Hey, here go $500 for your car payment. I'm not that nigga. If you tell me you need help, I got you. I'm not just going to randomly send you $500. And how you a grown woman, you don't know when your shit is due? Like, let's be for real. Like, I may be late on my bills, but I know when my shit is due. It's a difference. Like, you want me to send you some money, but you don't even know when your shit is due. It's insane to me. It doesn't make sense. So listeners, let me ask y'all a question, right? When you hear a real man, what comes to mind? And is a real man a standard or is it a preference? Some things are basic maturity, like being responsible, keeping your word, and respecting people. Now, see, like that's another thing I have an issue with. Women love men who are accountable and who keep their word, but most of these women can't even keep their word. They can't. I used to talk to a chick, right? We weren't in the same state. and we were trying to see each other for the longest, right? And she was supposed to fly me out twice, right? And didn't, right? She did not. She did not fly me out. And we always would get into this debate because it's like, yo, like, when you ask me to do something, or if I say I'm going to do something for you or your son, I did it. But yet when you say you're going to do something, you don't keep your word. But yeah, you want me to keep my word. Like, I feel like women want a man to do shit that they won't do. Like, most women don't keep their words. Some of them do, but most don't. You don't even think about trying to hold them accountable because they try to flip it. But yeah, you want a man to be accountable. You want a man to be like, you know what, babe, I'm sorry. But you can't even say the fucking words, I'm sorry. It's like you're allergic to them. You about to throw up. But yet you want me to be a real man, and you can't even be a real woman. You want me to be a real man, but you can't even be a real woman. You can't sit there and acknowledge when you're wrong and apologize. You always got to try to flip some shit. But yet you expect me to provide, to, you know what I'm saying, to provide, to protect, to have provision. I don't understand. Like I said, the standard, right? Being responsible, keeping your word, respecting people. I understand that. That's the standard of being a man. I believe that's part of it. But when you start getting to the line of paying for every date, making six figures, always leading, never showing emotion, do you want a man or do you want a fucking robot? Like, which one do you want? Because how do you want, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of women that say men shouldn't date broke. But it's acceptable for women to date broke. Being a real man isn't paying for every date. That's not being a real man. That's just what you want your nigga to do. But that's not being a real man. It's not being a real man. Isn't making six figures. Where did this making six figures come from? Because your daddy wasn't. Okay, some of y'all daddies was. But your daddies or your grandpas wasn't making six figures. And your mama and your grandmama was still by their side. So where do you get off thinking you're better than them to where you want your nigga to make six figures, but yeah, you only making $35,000? Knowing if the roles were reversed, you would not give the man who was making $35,000 a chance if he was making six figures. So where do you get off thinking that he should give you a chance and love you and be monogamous if he's making six figures? Because, you know, nowadays, right? Don't let social media don't consider 100,000 six figures. You tell them six figures, you say 100,000, they like, oh, 100,000. Like they act like that's 40 fucking thousand now. Like they want six figures, like $1 million, like 7,500. You know what I'm saying? 750,000. Like, if you want a man to make that type of money and you're not making that type of money, be prepared to be cheated on. Be prepared to be cheated on. A real man provides. A real man protects. I understand that. But some of y'all put y'all niggas in the most unimaginable situations and expect them to protect. If we're out and a nigga grab your ass and there's a group of them, you just gonna have to be mad, because I'm not fighting that. I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting that. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not about to get jumped because a nigga grab your ass. We can live. You can be mad all you want, or if a nigga call you a bitch. Hey, sometimes I call you a bitch too. What's the point? Shit, you call your homegirls a bitch all the time. You be like, bitch, girl, bitch, let me tell you, bitch, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fight. Like, if it's a one-on-one setting, all right, cool. But even now, you gotta be careful because niggas got guns. Niggas will shoot you. I'm not dying over no girl. Unless you my wife, I'm not dying over no girl. Even now, I'm gonna be like, hey, now, do you want to see another day we could grow as a couple, or do you want to be a widower, a widow? You let me know, because some of these battles ain't worth fighting. And then y'all put y'all niggas in fucked up situations. Somebody call you a bitch. My nigga gonna fuck you up. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not going to fuck him up. I don't know what he got going on. I'm not saying that I won't protect and provide for you, because I will. But there are some battles that women, you're just gonna have to let go. You're gonna have to let go. And that does not make me a real man, because I would rather live than die. Recently, right, I just had stopped talking to a chick. She had a lot of shit going on. And like, I was like, I'm not about to fight no nigga over you. It's not about to happen. I value my life too much. And I'm not about to fight a nigga over you because he crazy about you and you trying to move on and you show up to my house and now, yeah, and he come here. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Get your shit together. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Because not every preference should be labeled as a definition of a real man. And then women want men to confide in them, and then y'all weaponize what we say against us. And then you wonder why we don't come to y'all. Why we don't. It's best for us not to show emotion, because when we show emotion, y'all vilify it. Y'all make it and understand us as to why we don't want to show emotion. It's like women be wanting a man to do one thing, but they really don't. You don't want a real man. You want a yes man. Because whenever a real man comes into your life, you don't know how to handle it. Some of y'all, once again, you don't know how to handle it. When a real man comes into your life and brings structure into your life and discipline into your life, you're not used to that. You're used to a nigga, yes, babe, yes, yes. Can I get yes, yes. I see shit on social media all the time. All I want my hair done. It's $500 and niggas send $500. Oh, thank you, babe. Like, no. Pay that shit yourself. And that does not make me not a real man, because I don't want to pay for your upkeep. That's your responsibility. It does not make me a real man because I don't want to help pay your rent and I don't live there. I am not in the business of paying people's rent where I don't live at. Makes no sense to me. Why am I doing that? Like, what's the benefits for me? What are the benefits for me? I'll wait. What is it? Oh, some pussy? I'm gonna get that anyway. You're gonna give me the cat anyway. You're gonna give me the cat anyway. So once again, I ask, what is the benefit? And why do y'all expect a nigga who y'all don't live with to pay y'all bills? Like, women have gotten real bold. Oh, a DM fee. Bitch, you crazy. You have lost your fucking mind if you think I'm going to pay you a DM fee to talk to you. Who the hell do you think you are? If I can talk to Jesus for free, why would I pay to talk to you? Once again, if I can talk to Jesus for free, why would I pay to talk to you? Help me understand that, somebody. Please help me understand that. I'm not understanding. Not every preference should be labeled as the definition of a real man. So let's talk about this, right? The double standard. Women often define masculinity, and men are criticized when they define femininity. Examples. A real man provides versus a real woman is nurturing. Once again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Y'all expect us to play the husband role up front, and y'all don't want to play the wife role until we put a ring on your finger. How do I know you a good cook? Because what if your food is trash, bro? Like, you want me to pay the bills, pay for your nails, pay for your hair, but you draw the line. Here's where you draw the line as, oh, can I get a home cooked meal? Oh, now you draw the line. Can I get a massage? Now you draw the line. Can you pay for my haircut? If I'm paying for all your bills, You can't spend no money on me? Bitch, you selfish. And you not the one for me. If a nigga is paying all your bills and you can't even pay for a fucking haircut, you can't. You. If he's paying all your bills, if whatever he want, he should get. It shouldn't be no. Oh no, bitch. If I say I want to go to WrestleMania, I should be on the floor seats. If you're working, right? If we're both working and I'm paying all your bills, and you basically get to stack your bread. When I say I want to go to WrestleMania, it shouldn't be a no. It should be a yes, daddy. Floor seats, yes, daddy. I got you. Thank you. Because you always been provided for me. That's what a real woman's supposed to do. Since we talking about what a real woman's supposed to do. Real woman's supposed to cook. They're supposed to nurture. Then a real woman ain't supposed to nag. Since we saying what real woman's supposed to do. Because most of y'all, some of y'all hoes be nagging. Real women don't beg. And some of y'all hoes be begging. Cash App in bio. Oh, I need help paying rent. You don't shut your begging ass up. I'm about to go to a woman and be like, I need help paying my rent. Can I get $300? It's crazy, right? Because the shit that y'all want from a man, y'all don't even tolerate that shit from your homegirls. I saw the post and it was like, I'm not your homegirl. Ask your nigga. Like, I'm not your nigga. Ask your nigga. But yet, you want a nigga to do all that shit, but you won't even accept that shit from your homegirls. So that's how I know y'all full of shit and it's delusional. That's how I know y'all full of shit and y'all delusional. The woman that deserves to be provided for, the woman that makes sure that a man is always good. Why is it that, right, women be like, oh, he didn't put me in my feminine era? You don't ever hear a nigga say, you didn't put me in my masculine era. And you didn't put me, you didn't provide a safe space for me to show to show my masculinity. It's either you feminine or you're not. It's either you got it in you or you don't. Like, you either got that dog in you or you don't. You either gonna be feminine or you not. But for a man to put you in your feminine era is fucking crazy. It's insane. We not out here saying y'all gotta put us in our masculine era. No. And I don't think, right, I really don't think a lot of men have an issue with providing. They have an issue with the women thinking they are being entitled to being a provider. Because once again, the Bible says, husbands, provide for your wife. Wife. W-I-F-E. In Spanish, el wife. It's my Spanglish. El wife. Like, I used to talk to this chick, right? And we had thought about moving in. And she was like, well, how would the rent work? I'm like, what you mean how the rent would work? 50-50. She was like, I don't want to do 50-50. I was like, it's better than what you're doing right now. You struggling doing 100-0. 100. So why not go 50-50? Oh, I don't believe in 50-50. So you rather struggle at 100 than go 50 on these bills? And she said yes. And I said, yeah, you're slow. You're slow. Absolutely slow. Why is one considered acceptable while the other one is called controlling? Why is it acceptable for a woman to say a real man provides, but when a man says a real woman is nurturing, y'all get all up in arms about it? Like, what's going on? Why can y'all say what a real man is, but we can't tell you? Whenever we tell you what a real woman is, y'all get all up in arms. Oh, I'm not your mama. But what you're expecting from us is you want us to be your daddy. Essentially, you don't want to be your mama, but you want us to be your daddy. I'm not your mama. I'm not gonna pick up after you. I'm not gonna clean after you. You a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman, but yet you want me to pay your bills and pay your upkeep and give you money to go shopping. You want me to basically reimburse. You want to be able to spend money and basically come to me and reimburse you for spending your money that you spent. Nobody told you to do that shit. The only niggas that's doing that are the simps. The ones that can't get you without getting money. There's only one time I reimbursed a girl on anything. That's when she got an abortion. I was happy to send that fucking money to her. Other than that, I'm not reimbursing your ass. You spend it. That's on you. Figure that shit out. Because that's a men, we got to figure that shit out. Women, y'all got other resources. Y'all got a food nigga. Y'all got a nigga for everything. We don't. So let's talk about social media's version of manhood, right? Everyone has an opinion on what men should do. About relationship podcasts, Instagram clips, TikTok dating advice. So let me ask y'all some questions. Are these expectations realistic? And do these standards apply to everyday men? Why y'all, if you got a fucking, like for example, I take myself for example, right? I work 2 jobs to bring home decent money so I can get by. I have a little extra. If I work 2 jobs, right? Why do you think I have another job to pay your bills? Why do you think that extra job is to pay your bills? Oh, well, you got money. Why do women pocket watch? They pocket watch so bad. Oh, well, I see you got money. Yes, I got money, but not for you. Why am I just what is it about you that's going to hand my money over to you? Because you gave me some cootie cat? Sex was never meant to be transactional. We're both getting pleasure from it. So I'm confused as to why. I'm confused as to why you want me to do something that you won't do yourself. You're not paying my bills. If you even come to a woman about a bill, they looking at you crazy. Why are you asking women for money? Why are you asking men for money? I'm confused. I think like some women think like a man's sole purpose on earth is to serve them. And I think that's fucking, y'all are fucking insane if that's the case. Because our purpose on earth is not to serve y'all. Half of y'all ain't even servable. And it always be the ones that be like dusty looking on Instagram talking about, oh, if I tell you I need my nails done, you should have just did it. You should just took the initiative. When I tell you I'm hungry, you don't take the initiative. If that's the case, when niggas be like, when you be like, oh, I'm in the shower, and niggas be like, oh, without me, you don't take the initiative to send them a nude, right? But yeah, you expect them to pay a bill. Now there are some times to where like if like I understand if a nigga is going to come off early talking about sex and you talking about paying the bill, I understand that because like, he tried it, and you gotta at that point I understand because he tried it, he definitely tried it, he tried it. And why are average men being compared to celebrity and millionaires? That's the issue with social media. And everybody's saying the real man is. You're seeing what people that aren't even in your tax bracket doing, and you putting that on an everyday man. If that man loved you and take care of you, he may not be able to pay all your bills, but he pays some bills, or he makes sure that you are always straight. Why are you comparing him to somebody else? Because comparison is the thief of joy. You're comparing him to what you don't know what that other nigga is doing to that girl. He could be beating her ass. Backslap. I mean, I turn him backslapping this like, shut up, bitch. Backslapping the shit out of her. You don't know what she go through behind closed doors to get that shit, to get her bills paid. You heard Young Miami, they going to Dubai getting shitted on. Is money that big of a deal to y'all? Getting your bills paid that big of a deal to y'all to where you want to go on a yacht and get shitted on? You know how degrading that is, getting pissed and shitted on? That's crazy. Y'all bitches are delusional, desperate. I don't care how down bad I am. I'm not getting pissed on and shitted on for some goddamn money. It's not happening. It's not happening. And then I just be trying to figure out, right? When did you decide a real man was? Well, what a real man was? Was it after your baby daddies left you? Was it after your boyfriends left you and realized that you weren't a good woman? Now you decide what a real man is, and you have all these requirements? I require a man to do X, Y, and Z. Pay X, Y, and Z. Shit, your baby daddy ain't even on child support. You need to put that nigga on child support. He's evading child support, but you want a nigga to make $100,000 a year or more. Yeah, you got a baby daddy that ain't even fucking helping you pay a single bill. But yeah, you want me to step in and raise some kids because you made some bad choices. Now I got to come in and raise these badass kids, and yet still don't get a fucking say so on how I should discipline them. I feel like most women, not all women, some women who think like this view men as a wallet. And then wonder why they can never keep a good man. Looks is only going to take you so far, sweetheart. Where's the mental? How do you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need a fucking whole facts on how you treat your nigga. Give me a whole facts on how you treat your nigga, and I need 3 references from past niggas. Hey man, be honest with me. How was she? Hey bro, she's a bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. She complains, she nag. If you don't pay her bill, she degrade you. And all she do is give you some pussy. And it don't even be good pussy. It'd be like, oh, here goes some pussy. Like, nah. But I need you to be performative in this motherfucker. If I'm paying bills, bitch, I need you at the door. If I'm paying all the bills, there should not be a reason why you're not on your hands, you're not on your knees, ready to suck my dick when I get home. I don't think that's too hard to ask, because there was a meme going around, or a TikTok going around, and a lot of women agree with it, when they was like, oh, and I'm paying all my bills, it's time to eat some pussy. Come on, it's upstairs, it's time. I don't want to hear it. You know what time it is. I expect that same energy from niggas. Niggas won't do it, but I will. Not to the like. Let me clarify. If I got a good woman, I'm not doing that shit. But if she start off, because you know, some women claim to be good, but they mask it real well. But if it turns out to be like a mask situation, if I'm paying all your bills, yeah, bitch, like every day, especially hands and knees. Let's get to it. Because what, like, greet me that, like, what are we doing? Women be wanting bills to be paid, but not put the work in to get the bills paid. That shit is earned. That shit ain't fucking, that shit is earned. That's a level of trust. And, like, we've been through the trenches. So I'm a reward, like, I here. Thank you. Not off the jump. My bills paid. For what? I feel like the women that say a real man, because you always see a few of these, you always hear these conversations, right? A real man on Twitter, always around the first of the month. A real man. If I live with a man, I don't see why I should pay any bill. Always first of the month. It'd be the broke bitches around the first of the month. A real man this, a real man that. I know one thing, a real man left your ass. That's why you making that fucking tweet. He saw that you were a dependent and not a girlfriend. An asset. He saw you was a liability and not an asset. Ain't no way where I'm gonna have a girl in my household and she a goddamn dependent. Bitch, I'm claiming you on my taxes. Cause what are we doing? And then it's not enough. I gotta provide. A real man leads, a real man plans dates. So you want me to pay all the bills and plan dates? Bitch, what are you doing? If I'm paying every single bill, I'm not doing it. I'm not planning no date. You pick and choose which one you want. I'm not paying all the bills and planning dates. You pick and choose. I'll pay for the dates. You can at least plan it because I'm paying all the bills. I gotta work to pay the bills. So you can plan the dates. Y'all be wanting the moon and the stars and don't even give a nigga and don't even give a nigga the sun. I can't even get Pluto from you. Or Jupiter. But you want the moon and the stars and the whole goddamn galaxy. And think that's what you deserve. You don't deserve shit. But to breathe the earth that God gave you in this motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real. Let's be serious. Y'all gotta stop comparing average men to celebrities and millionaires. A nigga like me, average nigga, I'm not about to be fucking renting out a whole fucking restaurant for you on Valentine's Day. That's a waste of money. We go to the same restaurant with everybody else there. That's a waste of fucking money. Y'all be wanting niggas to waste money on y'all, knowing y'all not wasting money on niggas. Accountability has to go both ways. Healthy relationship ask, what does he bring? What does she bring? If I'm bringing provision, protection, and providing, for me personally, I need you to make my house into a home. If you're not going to work and I'm paying for everything, including your maintenance, my house should not be dirty. There should not be you don't spend time with me because it's a sacrifice you got to make. I can't spend time with you as much as you want and pay all the bills. It's pick and choose which one. I can still spend time with you, but it won't be as much as you would like. If I'm paying for everything and I'm protecting, providing, and doing what you think a real man's supposed to do, and my house ain't clean, there ain't no food on the table when I get home, we're going to have a problem. Because what you mean you're tired? I don't want to hear that shit. This is what you signed up for. I ain't asked for this. You signed up for this shit. So if you signed up for it, I expect you to do your job. Everybody has a job in a relationship. I expect you to do your job. Because that's what a real woman does. Right? Right? Oh, y'all don't like that, huh? You don't like that, huh? Like I saw something on Twitter, unrelated to this, right? A woman that said, right, if a man could get pregnant and I got a man pregnant and I didn't want the baby and he kept it, I'd be pissed. And I said, oh, so y'all do understand. Now, I don't condone, deadbeats, but y'all do understand. It's just that because it's happening to you, you want the nigga to be there. But if it was the other way around, you would be a deadbeat. I get it now. I get it now. Like, relationships shouldn't be one-sided checklist, right? Good women deserve appreciation. Good men deserve appreciation. And they both deserve reciprocation. I think that's the issue, right? When people say, oh, real man this, a real man that, they're only talking about what they are receiving. But they never talk about what they're reciprocating. They're only talking about what they're receiving. They're not talking about what they're reciprocating, what they're giving back to their man. I got an exercise for y'all. If y'all do it, cool. Let me know. For anybody, right, who's in a relationship and the man is the sole provider and paying all the bills, ask that man what that woman does for him. And ladies, I want you to listen. Because what she does for him, write that shit down. You want your bills taken care of? Write that shit down. Take notes. Take notes. Take notes. That's how you find yourself a real man. Take notes. Because some of y'all are used baggage. Some of y'all are baggage that never got recovered from baggage claim, and you trying to find a new owner. It ain't happening. You hope somebody will come save you and rescue. Ain't nobody doing that shit. And that's another part of delusion. You think like a millionaire gonna come and rescue you and be monogamous? Fucking insane. Ask the women who are being provided for, right, the type of control that they are under. And come back and check with me, see if you really want that lifestyle. Because it's definitely a lifestyle. And it ain't for the weak. Let's get to the next segment because we about to wrap this up. Right? Last segment before we wrap it up. What actually makes a real man, right? I'm going to tell you what I think a real man is. He keeps his word. Takes care of his responsibilities. Protects his peace. Practices self-control. He's not just sticking his dick in anything. He's practicing self-control. He understands the value of who he is and what he has to bring to the table and what he can do for you as a man. So he knows he's not just going to fuck you because you look good. Like, you have to bring some type of value into his life. He handles conflict with maturity. And he's always evolving, always continue growing. He's not going to let ego make decisions. He loves with actions, not just words. None of what I just said depend on income, height, or status. I ain't saying nothing about he had to make 6 figures, that he was 6'2", buff, or that he's wealthy, or that he's upper class, or Does he take care of you? Does he make sure you're safe? Does he keep his word? He takes your responsibilities. He practices self-control. Handles conflict with maturity. He's not going off the deep end. He's not hitting you. He's not cussing you. Well, sometimes it's okay to cuss a bitch up, not gonna lie. But he's not hitting you. He's not abusing you. He's always evolving, always trying to level up. And he loves you. He says that he loves you, but he has the actions to prove it. That's what I think a real man is. Tell me if y'all agree or disagree. But women, let's stop saying a real man, because no, you don't know what a real man is. You only know what your daddy did. And some of y'all ain't even got daddies. So you really don't know what a real man is. And for the ones that do have daddies, like, I think I saw a post on here. It was on Threads. Let me pull it up. I think I screenshotted it, right? Let me see. Which one is it? Where is it at? Okay. She said that her dad said, if a man doesn't do everything I do for you and more, that's not your man. And some might say this is spoiled bright on retirement, but fail to realize many behind us the thought and effort of going above the expectation. There's nothing my dad wouldn't do for me, and that's how your man's supposed to carry it. That's how you don't settle before y'all say, well, go be with your dad. Yeah. No. I'm not doing all that because I'm not your, I didn't birth you. That's his God. Like I said, that's his God-given right. His obligation is to take care of you. Once I get married to you, my obligation is to take care of you, but still not in that manner. I'm not going to do anything and everything for you. Like if you say, hey, I want to open up this business. Let's talk about it first. What's your vision? What's your game plan? Why do you want to open up this business? What's your 5-year plan? Because I'm not about to invest in something and then waste money because you didn't properly plan. We're not doing that. We're grown. It's okay to want, like it's saying, it's okay to want somebody like your parents. But what I think where parents mess up is that if he don't do everything I do for you and more, like, nah, bro. That's where y'all get sometimes I feel like that's where you get y'all fucking entitlement from. I used to deal with a chick when I first started my podcast, and she was like, oh, if you can't pay for my nails, we can't talk because my dad pays for my nails. Okay, then, well, I'm not your dad. Well, that's not my obligation. Why I gotta do that? I'm not asking you to pay for my haircut. I'm not asking you to get my manicure, my pedicure. I'm not asking you to feed me. I don't know. I just feel like as a society, we've got lost along the way for sure. So let's close it out, man. Instead of asking whether someone is a real man, maybe we should ask, are they a good person? Right? Are they a good person? Because relationships don't thrive on social media catchphrases. They thrive on consistency, respect, accountability, and effort from both people. Instead of asking what a real man is, ask what a real relationship looks like. A real healthy relationship looks like, and model that. Ask what a wife looks like and model that so you can find yourself a husband who's a real man. So let's close it out with this. I have a question for the listeners. What's one thing you believe makes someone a real man, and does that same level of accountability apply to women? Does that same level of accountability apply to women? All right. Once again, man, thank you for listening to another episode and watching another episode of Thoughts of an Average Show, man. I appreciate, I'm trying to be consistent. I'm going to see me more on reels and stuff like that. And y'all been liking it. Just need y'all to start commenting and engaging with me, man. But I appreciate the support. I always do. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Average JTPC, that's the podcast Instagram, man. The Original Playmaker, that's my personal Instagram. Your fave average show? Your future favorite average show? What is it? It's something like that. I think it's your fave average show, your favorite average show on TikTok, man. And then follow the YouTube, The Average Show Media LLC, man. I love you. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna see you on the next one, man. It's your boy Joe. I'm signing off. Peace.